Hey everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer, and welcome back to the 2-year update for this account. For those of you who don't know, this is the account that I started 24 months ago, and we're actually level 81, as you can see. So yeah, we're over the cap. We're now in line. Sadly, the account is not where a lot of other accounts are at the 2-year mark. That's because we made some mistakes. And guys, this is why I'm doing all of these different free-to-play accounts. If you don't know, I have a number of them. We won't talk about how many free-to-play accounts I have, but you know, I have the one buy-to-play account that I do spend on, and it's the one that I did the opening for Evil Queen and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but this one is one that I started 2 years ago, on the first anniversary of Disney Sorcerer, and hopefully my quality's improved at least a little bit. I'm gonna be going and getting a new mic soon, so that'll be good. But anyway, this is what it is. This is where we are. We don't have any turn as we have, you know, we have what is it, 8? We have 9 tier 8, and Robin Hood, he was very close to being tier 8. All we need to do is to get him to gear 8 is finish this lovely piece, which we're just waiting for refreshes. We need a couple more refreshes, and because I believe we have the stuff, so we'll be able to get him here tomorrow. I want to make sure we have enough of the currency that we need, which is the lovely Forbidden Depths currency. And ooh, no, we're not going to be able to get there tomorrow, so it's going to be another little while because we're under 6,000, so we can't even push this, and so it's going to be, you know, have to get through another battle in the Forbidden Depths before I can get it, before I can get him done. But he's close. So number of Melissa's characters we got right now is 1, 2, 3, almost 4. So we have, and Robin Hood will be our first hero that we've got towards the Maleficent crew. And we'll just go to the favorites to make it a little easier. You can see that everybody is at max stars as far as who we need. And we've actually got plenty of money, so I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody up to, you know, because we have almost 12 million. I'm going to go ahead and put, hopefully be able to bring up everybody to where we're over the limit for where we need them to be in order for us to be able to open, or get everybody to where they need to be in terms of, so we won't have to spend any money, so we'll just be able to be like, hey, you know what, this guy's done, here we go. Let's go in and do the battle type thing. So this is what you can afford to do when you're not spending your money just running around leveling everybody all at once. And you know, if you're not running around worried about popping everybody to level 81, well, at the same time, you can see that it took us a little over 5 million credits to do, and so now we're down to 6.5, and you can see that we've got gear that we can put on them. So you're like, I see you can put gear on. Well, it's a little part of my master plan. So what we've got going on that right now is I'm doing this in the midst of the gearing of the 2x gear XP. And so we're loading up on just gear that we need for these things. And you can see that we could put two pieces on right now, but you know I need the one for what's his name, Robin Hood, and then that means I'll be able to put one on here on Mulan. And all we're doing is we're just doing it really simply. If it has something that says, hey, here's 2 pieces you can get for basically for free, we take the 2 pieces, and then we come back down, and you can see how much of the stuff that I'm putting in. I've used a bunch. I've used the 50s, the 100, and the 200s. We're not going to go into the 400 because that's just ludicrous. But I'm still sitting on 3,000 gems, so it's not going to be a really big part of it. Otherwise, what are we doing in the favorites? We got Caterpillar here who's getting closer. We got Ian who's ready to go because he's in the gap of, so these all 4 of these remaining 7 characters are to help us get to Maleficent, who was kind of the big piece of the 10 Essential Tunes. And then we have Caterpillar, who's also a member of the 10 Essential Tunes. We have Ian, who's another member of the 10 Essential Tunes. We have Frozone down here, who's a member. We have King Triton, who's another member. We have Tiana, whose event just ended. Her event just ended, so we're getting a little more shards for her. Then we've got the Queen of Darkness herself, who we need. And then we've got Eeyore, Mordu, and Sven, all of whom we need to be able to get Tigger. So that's why we're here, and we need Tigger to be able to get, I don't know, Tigger to get Evil Queen at some point. And Sally's here because she's also really good. But one thing I wish a DSA had is I wish it had the ability to make tabs, like where you can go in and put multiple tabs in. And I know they have the teams, but it's not really quite as intuitive or easy to get to, in my opinion, as some other games. But let's go to the overview. And we're not really doing a lot of pushing in content. We're doing stuff as we get to them. You can see all the level 7s, all the fully geared characters we got. I don't know what that was. In terms of our essential tunes, Wendy's here, Ian's here, Caterpillar's here. We talked about the tunes that you need to be able to get Maleficent. The dwarves are here. We're gonna have to look at the dwarves at some point. And yeah, we're just slowly working our way. So, but I am really very have my mind focused in on getting Maleficent to 8. So, if we go and we just look at Maleficent again, you can see that she's already at 5 stars. The next time the event comes around, if I actually pay attention to it next time, I think we can get her to 6 stars, and I think that event is going to be coming back very soon. When it was here last time, I'm just too focused on gearing, and I just want to get them. I just want to get the tunes done, and when we do get those additional pieces, we will able to be able to get to finish Robin Hood. So Robin Hood is very close, and from there we're going to we're just taking this one person at a time. Mulan's next, Sorcerer Mickey's next, then Mrs. Potts, and then we're on to the villains. And the reason why we're doing the heroes first, or where I decided to do the heroes first, I should say, is because, as I've talked about in the past, if you've seen my videos on Maleficent, is I think that the villains are much easier to do with that whole thing versus where the heroes are, in terms of the heroes just being much weaker. But then after we finish all of the other 7 that we have, which isn't going to take that long. My biggest sticking point is going to be the gear that you can only get from the Forbidden Depths, right? That's going to be my sticking point. But then after that, we'll start working on Mordu. So I'm not what I'm doing now. I mean, not Mordu, but Maleficent. So what we're doing is I just want to take you through rune-wise so you can see where we're doing. We're not going to ruin any. Unless we need to. We're not going to ruin anybody to 8, unless we absolutely need to. And Mrs. Potts, you know, I do not want to invest any more runes in Mrs. Potts if I don't have to. I don't think we will have to for the villains, that being Shan Yu. May have to do some more for Kronk. But what I really want to do is when I get around to where I'm able to gear Maleficent, which probably won't be until the end of the year, just because, I mean, unless we get some crazy stuff where we get to ramping, then maybe. One thing I will tell you about is I have a ton of, I'm not sure how many of these cards, because this is a free-to-play account, so we can just check this real quick. Just check. You can see I have almost 29,000 of these things, so I could come in here and pop some of these crates. I really don't want to. I really just want to hang on to them, but we do have the ability where you could come in here and pop 28 of these, but I don't really see the point in doing it right now. But what are we doing? You know, it's gonna be slow. So if you're wanting to keep up with this video series every month, just know, you know, Robin Hood's gonna be done this month. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be at least. It might, you know, we might get another one done here. Might get New Mulan done in another month. But I'm telling you guys, each of these characters is going to take at least a month to finish. You know, we have them where we need to be. We could even take them to 70 really easily. But gear-wise, it's going to take about a month to gear each of these additional. You know, even if we get Robin Hood, it's going to take about another 6 months, if not longer. Excuse me, to get Robin Hood, Mickey, Mrs. Potts, Sheriff of Nottingham, Crunk, and Gaston done. And then, you know, then we start Maleficent. So Maleficent will, I'm confident Maleficent will be done to Gear 8. You know, she'll be at least Gear 8, and we'll have her, and hopefully we'll have her fully ruined to Gear 8 by the end of the week, by the end of the year. And then we'll talk about what's going to come out on after that when we get done. Just so you know, I did make a whole lot of mistakes as I talked about with this account previously. Just take a look at who who I have geared and who I shouldn't have geared, and who I wasted time farming and who I shouldn't have farmed, and it's just a whole lot of stuff. But I do want to let you know that I have another account, another free-to-play account that I started at about 2 or 3 days before the New Year. So in the week between New Year's and Christmas, I started another account. Those characters are at level 50 now, and we have about 6 open, and we have 5 geared at Gear 5, and maybe 1 at Gear 6. What I'm doing with that is I am definitely focused on beelining straight from day 1 to how long does it take to get Maleficent. But so if you're starting out today, it's not going to take you, if you know what you're doing, you can probably do it in you know, I'm optimistic that I can get it done in 18 months, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's too long, maybe that's too short. I don't know. Anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know about this account. If you want to know why I geared this one, why I invested in this one, just because it's just mistakes were made. mistakes were made. But in the long term, further down the road, the mistakes are gonna end up helping me in the long term, but not right now where we are today. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Till then, I'll see you later. Have a good one.